Deep in Earth's heart lies the halls of Amenti, far beneath the islands of sunken Atlantis, halls of the dead and halls of the living, bathed in the fire of the infinite all, far and past, lost in time-space. The children of the light looked down on the world, seeing the children of men in their bondage, bounded by the force that came from beyond. They knew that only by freedom from bondage could man ever rise from the earth to the sun. Down they descended and created bodies, taking the semblance of men as their own. After their forming, the masters of everything said, "We are they who were formed from the space dust, partaking of life from the infinite all, living in the world as children of men, like and yet unlike the children of men." Then for a dwelling place, far beneath Earth's crust, they blasted great spaces by their power, spaces apart from their children of men. They surrounded them with their forces and power, shielding from harm in the halls of the dead. Then side by side they placed other spaces, and filled them with life and with light from above. Then they built the halls of Amenti, that they might dwell eternally there, living with life to eternity's end. 32 children were there, sons of light who had come among men, seeking to free from the bondage of darkness those who were bound by the force from beyond. Deep in the halls of life grew a flower, flaming, expanding, driving backward the night, placed in the center a ray of great potency, life-giving, light-giving, filling with power all who came near. Placed they around it thrones, 32, placed for each of the children of light, placed so that they were bathed in the radiance, filled with life from the eternal light. There, time after time, they placed their first created bodies, so that they might be filled with the spirit of life. 100 years out of each 1,000 must the life-giving light flame forth on their bodies, quickening, awakening the spirit of life. There in the circle from aeon to aeon sit the great masters living a life not known among men. There in the halls of life they lie sleeping. Free flows their soul through the bodies of men. Time after time, while their bodies lie sleeping, they incarnate in the bodies of men, teaching and guiding onward and upward, out of darkness into the light. There in the halls of life, filled with their wisdom, known not to the races of man living forever. Beneath the cold fire of life, still the children of light. There are times they awaken, and come from the depths to be lights among men, infinite beings among finite men. He who has grown by progress from darkness, who has lifted himself from the night into light, becomes free of the halls of Amenti, free of the flower of life and light. Then, guided by wisdom and knowledge, he passes from men to the master of life. There he may dwell as one of the masters, free from the bonds of the darkness of night. Seated within the flower of radiance sit 7 lords from the space-time above us, helping and guiding with infinite wisdom the children of men through the pathway of time, mighty and strange, veiled with their power, silent, all-knowing, drawing the life force. They are different, yet one with the children of men, different, yet one with the children of light, custodians and watchers of the force of man's bondage, ready to let loose when it, the light, has been reached. First and most mighty sits the veiled presence, lords of lords, the infinite nine, lord over the other lords of the cycles, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, each with his mission, each with his powers, guiding, directing the destiny of man. There they sit, mighty and potent, free of all time and space, not of this world yet akin to it. They are the elder brothers of children of men, judging and weighing with their wisdom. They watch the progress of light among men. There before them I was led by the Dweller, and watched him merge with wonder from above. Then from him came forth a voice saying, "Great thou art, Thoth, among children of men, free henceforth of the halls of Amenti, master of life among the children of men. Taste not the death except as thou will it. Drink, yea, of life to eternity's end. Henceforth forever life is thine for the taking. Henceforth is death at the call of your hand. Dwell here or leave whenever ye desire it. Amenti is boundless to the Son of Man. Take up life in what form you desire it. Children of light who has grown among men, Choose thy work, for all must labor, and never abandon the pathway of light. Thou hast gained one step on the long pathway upward. The mountain of light is infinite. Each step you take heightens the mountain. All of your progress lengthens the goal. Approach thou forever the infinite wisdom, as ever before thee recedes the goal. Free thou art the halls of Amenti, to walk hand in hand with the lords of the world, one in one purpose, working together, bringers of light to the children of men. Then from his throne came one of the masters, taking my hand, leading me onward, through all the halls of the deep hidden land. He led me through the halls of Amenti, showing me mysteries not known to man. Through the dark passage downward he led me, into the halls where resides the dark death. Vast as space lay the great halls before me, walled by darkness yet filled with light. Before me arose a great throne of darkness. On it sat a veiled figure of night. Darker than darkness sat the great figure, dark with a darkness not of the night. Before it then paused the Master, speaking the word that brings about life. O Master of darkness, guide of the way from life unto life, before thee I bring a son of the morning. Touch him not ever with the power of night. Call not his flame to the darkness of night. Know him and see him as one of our brothers, lifted from darkness into the light. Release his flame from its bondage. Let it flame free through the darkness of night. Then raised the hand of the figure, and forth came a flame that grew clear and bright, rolling back swiftly the curtain of darkness, unveiling the hall from the darkness of night. Then in the great space before me grew flame after flame from the veil of the night. Uncounted millions leapt there before me, some flaming forth as flowers of fire. Others there were that shed a dim radiance, glowing but faintly from out of the night. Some there were that faded swiftly, others grew from a small spark of light. Each was surrounded by its dim veil of darkness, yet flaming with light that could never be quenched, coming and going like fireflies in springtime, filling the space with light and with life. Then spoke a voice, mighty and solemn. These lights are the souls among men, growing and fading, existing forever, changing yet living through death into life. When they have bloomed into flower and reached the zenith of growing in their life, I swiftly then send my veil of darkness, shrouding and changing to new forms of life. Steadily upward, throughout the ages growing, expanding into yet other flames, lighting the darkness with yet great power, quenched yet unquenched by the veil of the night. So grows the soul of man ever upward, quenched yet unquenched by the darkness of night. I, death, come ye, do not remain, for life eternal exists in thee all. I am only an obstacle in the pathway, quickly conquered by the infinite light. Awaken, O flame that burdens ever inward, flame forth and conquer the veil of the night. Then in the midst of the flames and the darkness grew there one that drove forth the night, flaming, expanding, growing ever brighter, until at last there was nothing but light. Then spoke my guide, the voice of the Master, see thy own soul as it grows in the light, free now forever from the Lord of the night. Forever he led me through many great spaces, filled with the mysteries of the children of light, mysteries that man may never yet know of, until he too is a son of the light. Then back he led me into the hall of the light. There I knew before the great masters, lords of all from the cycles above. Then he spoke words of great power, saying, Thou hast been made free from the halls of Amenti. Choose your work among the children of men. I said, O great master, let me be a teacher of men, leading them onward and upward until they too are lights among men. Freed from the veil of the night, then shrouds them, flaming with the light that shall shine among men. The voice then spoke to me, saying, Go as thou wilt, so be it decreed. Thou art the master of your own destiny, free to take or reject at will. Take the power, take the wisdom, shine as a light among the children of men. Upward then the dweller led me. I dwelt again among the children of men, teaching and showing some of my wisdom, son of the light, a fire among men. Now again I tread the pathway downward, seeking the light into the darkness of night. Hold ye and keep you these words that I leave you. Preserve my record as a guide to the children of men.